Hello, and welcome back to Bible with Bible Corner. Today we are going to continue Matthew chapter 4. I'm going to read verses 7 through 12 with the English Standard Version. Jesus said to him, "Again it is written, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test." Again the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory, and he said to him, "All of these I will give you, if you fall down and worship me." Then Jesus said to him, "Begone, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and were ministering to him. Now when he heard that John had been arrested, he withdrew into Galilee. Okay, so Satan, we see all three temptations at this point, and shame on me, I forgot to do what I said I was going to do. I know there's lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and again, I forget the third one. But we see these three major temptations, and it's three major temptations that we go through as human beings. Jesus is it's easy for him to say no. He knows exactly what needs to be done. He knows that it is God and God only that needs to be worshiped. And honestly, so does Satan. But Satan was hoping to trick Jesus so that God's plan would fail. We'll see later on in Matthew that it's even the demons believe that Jesus is real and they shudder with fear. So yes, Satan knows that God is real. The demons know that God is real. They don't care. They want to get as many people to not follow God as possible. Now, continuing on just the quick little snippet in verse 12, Jesus hears that John was arrested, so he retreats into Galilee. Even Jesus was aware of tension, and that's the word I'm going to use. There's definitely a lot better words out there, but Jesus was aware of tension, and he was aware of moods and things like that. So he knew exactly when it was appropriate to be in the middle of a crowd, and he knew when it was best to just kind of hang back and let things settle down. But here, starting in tomorrow's video, Jesus does start his ministry. And again, I've said it before, I'm excited. I love going through the Gospels. We're getting ready to get through some very exciting and wonderful things. Now I'm going to backtrack a little bit, going back to his temptations, and even before that, his encounter with John. We see that Jesus is also a very personable person. He knows how to relate. He knows how to talk to people. Even if they don't agree with him, there's several people, and we'll see this, that have a hard time arguing with him because of how he communicates. He is extremely stern with Satan. He knows that sternness is what is needed for the opposition, but he is not rude or disrespectful. He is comforting and respectful to John the Baptist, because not only is John the Baptist his cousin, but that is someone that is preparing the way for Jesus. We see that he is polite and respectful to his disciples when he chooses them, but he is also stern and rebukes them. He knows what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. So as we go through the book of Matthew, I want to try to pay as much attention to that as possible, because that is something that we can learn from. Jesus was the example that we need to learn from, and how he communicated is one of those examples. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.